AITA for speaking up about what I saw my brother doing with his GF. 19F, live with my parents. My brother, 32M, and his girlfriend, she's either 21 or 22, I'm not totally sure, live in a town about 15 minutes away, but they stayed with us this weekend for my dad's birthday. My brother and I aren't that close, and I haven't talked much to his girlfriend, but she seems really nice. She's close to my age and goes to the same college as me, so I could actually see us being friends. Yeah, the age gap between her and my brother is a little weird, especially when she's almost the same age as me. But he's my brother, so if he's happy. Last night, my brother decided they were going to go out for drinks. My parents were already asleep, and his girlfriend didn't seem super thrilled about going since it was already like 10 or 11 at night. But it wasn't my business, so I didn't say anything. I stayed up doing schoolwork in the kitchen, and I heard them come home around 1:30 or 2 in the morning. When they came through the kitchen to set their stuff down, his girlfriend was absolutely hammered, like could barely walk straight, slurring the whole thing. I asked if she was okay, and my brother said she was fine and that they only had a couple drinks. He seemed like he was trying to rush her downstairs to the basement. That's the room they were staying in. I felt uneasy because she seemed way more drunk than he was letting on, but I brushed it off. About 10 minutes later, I heard a phone ringing on the counter. I didn't pay any mind to it until it kept on ringing, so I got a weird feeling and went to check it. It was her phone, and there were 3 missed calls from Mommy Whiteheart. I thought it was weird because I know my mom would never call me 3 times at 2 a.m. unless it was serious. I debated leaving it, but when it started ringing again, I decided to just take it down to her. I knocked before going down, but since the phone was ringing and I didn't assume there was reason for concern, I didn't wait long. As I started walking down, I heard some grunting noises that suddenly stopped, then some rustling. That's when it clicked what was happening. I immediately stopped and apologized and said out loud that I was just bringing her phone because someone was calling a bunch of times. My brother said it was fine and to come down. When I got to the bottom, he was standing there in a towel and looked nervous. His girlfriend was under the blankets on the bed, and from what I could see around her shoulders, she looked naked. She also was 100% asleep or passed out. I doubted what I was thinking for a second, but the smell in the room made it pretty clear what had been going on. I gave him the phone and went right back upstairs. I couldn't stop thinking about it, though. She'd been so drunk she could barely stand, while he seemed totally fine. It made me feel really uncomfortable, especially with her being a girl that's basically my age. I didn't know exactly what to do. I didn't exactly see anything happen, but my gut was screaming that something was off, and my mind kept going to the worst. I ended up telling my mom and asking her for advice about what I saw in the morning because I couldn't shake it. Later, my brother came upstairs alone. I said hi, but went straight to my room. I could hear my mom quietly talking to him, and then a few minutes later, he came in my room looking mad. He told me I was making serious stuff up that I didn't understand and that I needed to stay out of his business. I told him I wasn't accusing him of anything, but that I felt uneasy about what I saw, especially because his girlfriend was super drunk and that he has no reason to be mad if it's not the case. I said if I were in her position, I want someone to say something, and he would too. That made him even angrier. He told me I didn't know what the hell I was saying, and he went back downstairs. When they both did come up, my brother basically refused to let me talk to her at all, and her eyes were very bloodshot, possibly like from crying, but I didn't see very well, so maybe just from being hardly awake. Then he rushed them both out, and he said they were going to eat. My mom later thanked me for saying something, but my dad told me that I might have overstepped since I don't know the full story, don't want to get him in trouble, and would feel bad if I did get him into trouble. Now I just feel weird and kind of guilty. I don't know if I did the right thing, or if I just made everything worse. AITA for telling my mom what I saw, or for being uncomfortable about it. Update. I'm sorry if this is not the lengthy conclusion you expected, but I'm going to be brief for the privacy and safety of the girl and any future action she decides to take regarding this. This was not a product of a prior agreement between her and my brother. The calls from her mom were the response to a call she made to her earlier that night when she was out with my brother and experienced abnormal effects under similar circumstances in the past. My mom and I drove her to the location she chose, and my brother went home in his own vehicle with my dad. I am not making any claims asserting the alleged reasoning or wrongdoing of any party, if any at all. Most importantly, the girl is safe and fully informed of both the occurrences in this post. I cannot make any claims on behalf of my brother, as we are not allowed to contact each other at this time, per my parents. Thanks for all the advice and for understanding.